Abusion si de bia Matthias say do Saturday na manhwe United Showbiz eya na was cry de agumi because United Showbiz e ka the best television show Saturday do omo ye dey omo yi no enti anu normal phases na ye dey etna say my favorite MC Yaayeboah host and press gifty Ola Micheal another Samuel Bedu chale full squad no more honum
enkola na wo mu kom na me hwe commentary na eba na enye fe because empress unim bibi matena se ehunu say yenye Christopher say ye wo ye manga ye de omusi asori dem ye started to think kola no ewo nyamesum eni nyamesuro mu efi asori dem
omo kasa fa Asantehene de nua no Micheal Asantefo hema no on the dote yie no chale na enye easy na ensema another Samuel bekaye no another Samuel oye superstar
mebo Micheal abaso mebo mabaso pa we share the level of organization and orderliness course in the last 4 days now and so boy institution abaso and I saw a few comments there omoka say Micheal seems to be one of the most organized
PKAY is African. You debi am catch us here. We know they sleeping. So what done near the street and so you're paying for it. I saucy, juicy, spicy. 3-in-1. I see this way. You be here. Ayen so she to make us feel nimpenuya. No ajame so say filler. The more into Thursday tremi ana dote ye ne ye day e ba so in fact na ye fe keke wa nya bia nhwe no ukọ palace view or TikTok and a YouTuber on be ma quality video ni pictures obehu de course so e wo honom chale culture Asantefo ne de ye nya ba ko ye nya mienu ye dom ye apem ne fa what vibe na se ye be mu ahu de wom enti anura e wo United Showbiz so ana omo started so omo ye dey omo kasa afa ho na no da Samuel Bedu e kasa o sisi de Asantefo no ana Asantehene exhibited the Ashanti culture no eye fe nti omo de tete culture no e blend modern day no ma ekoso chale it wasn't easy another Samuel e fire
mebo Micheal abaso mebo mabaso pa we share the level of organization and orderliness course in the last 4 days now and so boy institution abaso and I saw a few comments there omoka say Micheal seems to be one of the most organized institutions I owe on my way more. And that's a fact. Now the surprising kakano wohwe sena Micheal tena na nkomode culture and tradition on be upholding. But modernity or mode be kan ho no. Class are more attached to what is perceived to be old school, you know, old culture, old traditional. That was very impressive. Now this era way social media it was center stage, you know, and can we expect Micheal to actually, you know, double in social media, you know, leanings, but they did it expertly. Empress, we say Micheal ankasana wo the social media pages.
Meaning
among exclusive shots. And what is interesting is that they don't just give you the shots. I mean, go and compare Micheal Palace photography. Quality.
It's really nice.
Quality.
Really nice.
And when they give you the shot, they explain, they educate you as to what is being, you know, shown to you. Brilliant. It's, you know, every other person can go and shoot, and they give certain parameters. For her, or your blogger, you understand? You say, and they had their own photography. It's not like they left it for Obiakeke. It's a open Papa Noah. You know exactly where to go. Micheal, you know, palace photography. They even had videography. I think it's a palace view.
Oh, TikTok. Yeah.
Palace view. No, seriously. They are really prepared, and you cannot figure out say. Young guys be
innovative,
and for them to buy into the Micheal, you know, philosophy, you know, and add skills to it, you know, that's brilliant. And if every, you know,
and so we no Ola Micheal be kasa no say Asantefo yi no mo ye na o chale we ye bia in fact na du twam ye hu bi da si de omo ye no fe keke
ya opportunity no. Okay.
ebia na bi besa ba na ache
okay
nti no ebia nkase se ebetimi a akrokra mfoni a manfo twitwaye ti se de anod ka se bia opimso ewo omoa Facebook page no yebetimi akohwe sa no na yetimi aka no ma we nyina bom na abeye nsenkaye ne bia mamre bia yinchirima so beden ebenya akonya asua yesi aye yo nkra hwesem funeral tourism be pacho ehun feel ehun hia banya aye bia me na kwaku nti ama wu no uti va kwaye tourism
Why not?
because you about 10 to 8
Doesn't matter.
oh ebia na ntoma mudi be fra no ntoma no wo
ntoma dada na dem fra maame but ebetimi eyi bi ti say na ye de ni mum ahyase na se tum pon na afi ye hu kwan be fa so a ye bebi
okay
ya kan we had several times say eye dwuma business
business
eye business
in a business
Of course.
Okay. Who share yase right from planning stage to execution business in Kwa the ecosystem is so huge so what omo kan ho kra one for mo kra kan wo plans on PK4 atwemo
Kosiani make
ice king Awo djuma no oze na list ma bebre sankofo we nyina ba obi anya business obi anoma onya noma ton ba won wa ye di djuma de hye won san so wa djuma omo ye entuma na hu se fra bebre na no sabi bebre na no mo anto ye rent me kwa ye bi si am rent
oh like
yeah
kunkunu na
yeah because nye da bia na obehia eti bebre na no ye wo ye wo ba bia ekọ rent sa no bantuma kwa bebre ho
e ma ka ba no kra pam dada
rent bebre na ye rent
e friend affect here
eti obia ni nyina ye business
education for particular funerals be to say na ye rent and I say
aye bia
oh really
because the tell say enye obia na wo sika ye return
to so omusu kura
yeah the way mami ode
such an
example
mami ode minipa me pass am mami
we feeling it
aput the una wo ba una so mpema sema na wo beba me yase aput we ye bia e was say tourists dey etu kwan every other parts of the world and African kwan other continents e babehwe no man no ye nya sika efrim e don pi na ye de e che adwen my favorite on the show MC Yaayeboah e be kasa
enkola na wo mu kom na me hwe commentary na e ba na enye fe oh because empress onim bibi matena se ehunu say yenye Christopher say ye wo ye manga ye de omusi asori dem ye started to think kwala no ewo nyamesum eni nyamesrum efi asori dem ma omunyini obi anka nkyerɛ sɛ twɛn ma obanyini ansa na waye den watete no sanso na ye nuanom traditionalists so Muslims wo mu nyina saa no wo tete ombanti ye den na wo ka kyerɛ konfo sɛ o abuse ne ba anaso obi a odi ade se o abuse ne ba se on fa akola ni go school anasese sesebio enkola ni nyina no ye gya wo mo ama omo nye akom ni we ya hwan na wo ba betoa ye tradition ye culture so because omo wo ho ne ebia 50-100 years to come no mo mu bebre ko enti enchiri ma wo ho a wo mo so mbetoa so a ye de be preserve ye culture ni ye tradition no enti ye best say as people we should learn to be tolerant of enkrofo religion any niema wo mu gidi se wo ye kristoni a sebio enkogina baby enkoka se sebi mpradua san abosomsom sebio eye nkwase asem sanzo na menkogina baby enkokere se unia kremoni a wono som no enye wo de no enu na wo gidie enu na ye adwuma ma wo hweso na ye what you say then don't talk down on other people's religion because my whole commentary ni bebre on social media is very distasteful enye kama your best stress say enye ti we mi ye Christoni mi ntumi nkokasa down on somebody's religion because on also need the no we okay say obepe say obi beba wudie mu but don't talk down on other people's religion
Ebebo Asantehene baso a whole lot of gang and can be shit. PK by East African ye, they be am catch us here we know they sleep into what than me was street in so you're paying for your juice, sauce, spicy, 3-in-1. I see this way. You'll be here in sushi.
I think the major failing for this funeral, I mean, you don't have to be an Ashanti to admire what happened there. I'm a Fanti. My mom is Eve. But you cannot take away the culture, the history, the tradition, the authority of the Ashanti kingdom. It's untouchable. It compares to none, you know. It compares to none. And you know, it's beautiful. And ye say adiwe this week if you, and I'm not criticizing the kingdom, I'm just criticizing the media. If you watch other funerals, and I have to bring in Queen Elizabeth's funeral, right? Or share on any channel, you had royal commentators who understood the nitty-gritties of the funeral. Omukuta trumpets way, it is symbolic. This is what it means. When you watch that funeral from Westminster Abbey, it is education from the beginning to the end. What we haven't done really well in Ghana is to specialize, specialize. There should be people who have authority over things like this. It doesn't have to necessarily be an Ashanti. Historians. Now, why we failed was that we have royal historians in this country. We have people who understand the tradition. They understand what happened. So what we could have done as media houses was to rope them in, because that's what happened with Queen Elizabeth. ITV had it, BBC had it, Sky had it, CNN had it. They all had it. It was education. And yes, Obi can say, or TikTok, no, be so can, because the stories were too many, and at some point you didn't know which one to believe. It's in going forward, and I think this wasn't the main funeral, right?
Yeah,
This is not the main.
Where I found some where dote I found some I guess for France.
You see, I didn't even know this. No, we have time to plan it properly. Say the coverage now. We're seeing multiple cameras. It's like camera will be crossing way because I'm watching what TV was a bit talking.
You should have watched UTV, because it was like
seamless.
hey. Yaayeboah was
quick one, exactly. Media house, because
yeah, it was live too, and you recorded. It was live.
There was an experienced person like Yaayeboah.
Yaayeboah.
Okay. Then that is excellent. Yeah. That is excellent. So going forward, the other media houses should watch and learn. You know, it's very important. Now to go back to the point Lexi made, very important points, because we are not telling our stories. And I don't know how, and I know we're talking about National Film Dialogue. How do we compete with Hollywood, Bollywood, when we are telling the same stories as they are telling? You cannot teach anybody how to be romantic. But the Ashanti story, the Ga story, the Fanti, the Ever story, they are authentic stories. I mean, it is shocking that till date, no one has done anything on Asantehene. No, if the story is compelling and if it's compelling and exciting, you don't need to go and look for the money. Netflix will put the money in. They will produce it and call it a Netflix original. They will adopt it. Yet it was also be free America. And now baby, ababe Asantehene movie. And now say Confranoche, or the gentleman who brought cocoa, Fernando Po. Fernando Po, no, they buy. You know, somebody will come and do the story, and will sit back and criticize the story. But I loved what happened there, and you have to give so much.